Hello, welcome to my channel for Evolved Humans. I am Miss Day. This is a collective reading. I feel like I talk like I'm talking to one person, but it does feel like a wave. I do feel like there are a few different levels, but oftentimes we're experiencing, like, whoever it is, it's like you're experiencing really similar physical reactions too. So, whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you have a lot going on around you, and it's like synchronicities, and it's stuff that happens all the time. I don't think that this is new to you. It may be weird to those around you, or like maybe they don't necessarily acknowledge it, but it's little things that like you are aware of. And I don't know what that is. I feel like it's like, I keep picturing doors, like electronic type responses. Interesting. Device type stuff, which makes sense because all week long I feel like there was like crazy interference. So here's the thing. If you are, and I keep feeling like a shallow breathing thing. So if you're experiencing a lot of things going on around you, and like let's say you're really on top of it and you're really organized about interpreting what it is that you're experiencing, or like you're very fluid and you accept them. Whoever I am sensing, whoever's getting this message, it's almost like it's overstimulating to a point that you're not even breathing and letting yourself run the show. It's like you are not allowing yourself to take control of everything that's kind of happening around you. And I think that it's being stirred up because you are hyper aware of it. Okay, so interesting. This is whoever I am talking to. I feel like you went through a period of time in the past and your emotional depth was accessed by you. Again, after I feel like you rediscovered your empathy. And I think that in doing that, wow, as soon as I do that, I feel like stuff all up in my throat. And the next thing I was going to say is, I feel like you went through a period of time of apologizing, maybe, releasing things that you needed, that you had carried. I don't know if it was you apologizing or you even just getting closure by talking through certain things, maybe writing letters to people, or that you didn't even send. Whew. It's like, I think that you went through a period of time where you actually did work out loud or out of your system somehow physically everything that you had pent up for a really long period of time. And I think that when you did that, wow, it's almost like it scared you. It's like you scared yourself that you could go so dark, so deep, so like that you had that much going on. It's like it almost scared you when it all came out and you observed it. And then I feel like your like response to that was to take a period of I think, okay, I feel like even if you didn't I think that you expressed certain things to people, and you thought that like when you went through this awareness and awakening of your own self-awareness, it's like you got met with people who weren't necessarily able to take all the way in what it was that you were putting out. And that's just because of what you've carried. Like, I feel like there's a lot of intensity in whoever I'm feeling. It's like a really intense type of it's, wow, interesting. So it's like you can have, I think you have a separate self where it's like you have an outward way of being around other people, and it's the way that it's not a weak people pleasing type of thing. It's more like a nurturing, I really want to enjoy this experience with these people. I want them to enjoy the experience they're having with me. I feel like it's a very kind type of energy that you put out, and you're willing to continue doing that. And then it's almost like, though, nobody gets to go all the way in. And I'm not sure what that is. There's something about when you went through this period of really letting things out after rediscovering like your empathy. There's something about you becoming so shielded and guarded that you stopped letting, it's almost like you just stopped expecting people to receive all of that intensity and depth properly. And, or not properly, but even at all. Maybe it just made them uncomfortable. I feel like it made them kind of shaky or something. And you were like, whoa, I never wanted to do that. I feel like you actually have a lot of gentle behind that intensity. And then, so I think you went through that, and I think that even though you hadn't necessarily let others in throughout your journey continued. You really developed. I think that you came out of it kind of on top. Almost like you're proud of, I feel like you're well adjusted. I think that you're well adjusted and you feel good about how you've carried yourself, at least in the space of being responsible for owning what is yours and facing the dark that is, your within your path. Okay, so now it's almost like that type of stuff is what's kind of been opening. That's what's coming in. It's going to give you get to fulfill that now. You get to going forward, that kindness, that large, kind, it's almost like a nurturing, generous, it's like you want everyone to feel better than you felt at many times in life, that's for sure. And I think that coming out of this period of time, it's almost like you got to skip a little thing that they're going to put you through now. But now you're much more prepared than you were before. You have really been, I keep feeling like the word sculpted is weird, but I keep thinking the word sculpted. I feel like you've been kind of led to this moment, and they've kind of knocked things around along the way so that you would have this space and this freedom. I feel like you're going into a new period of time where you're going to start to recognize, oh, okay. It's almost like you're going to recognize all of the stuff that you've gotten through is going to be, you're going to be able to see it outside of you. Almost like when you spoke things out in the past or wrote things out in the past, and it's sometimes I think this isn't all of you, but somebody I feel like feels like it takes them down lower when they express things out. And I feel like that's this new thing, this new step, the new forward going motion, this journey you're on right now, which you're going through a spiritual, an inner journey right now, whoever you are. You're going to align that intensity underneath. It's like the walls are coming down now, and that's just happened. You've done that just by continuing forward. You were unable to remove all of your softness. There's soft that's been there all along. And it's like now you're going to start realizing that soft that had been buried inside, it actually, wow, it's like you really did actually feel all of those external connections still. You still could feel them. They may not have known all of the inner workings they may not have known how much you were affected by the connections with them, but I feel like you really hold that, any connection at all, you hold it very dearly and deeply, but you don't put too much on others. That's what this feels like. It's really quite beautiful. It feels very much like whoever you are, whoever I'm talking to, it's very much like you're so you were so understanding. You're so understanding of being misunderstood. And I think that that is a superpower. It's like that's your strength going forward. And they want you to know that nurturing part of you aligned with the intensity that you actually is it's how you operate. It's like intense, like there's so much under there and there's so much going on up here all of the time. And I feel like you can actually hear it all of the time. And you can decide what to zone in on. So I feel like going forward, they really want you to like align, and you're going to, because you really do just kind of, you have such good intentions. No matter what like walls we hit, like when your intentions are good, some walls are just a redirection until you can dodge them on your own, you know? So it's like going forward, whoever this is, your message really, that what keeps coming through is that you have to allow yourself to experience all of that stuff that's going on underneath and has been all along. Because it wasn't necessarily received externally by things you could see, it's externally being drawn from you because it's important too. It is a part of you. It's so important. It's large. I feel like it's like going forward, that aligned version of you is going to be working with, like you're putting something to use here. You're going to be putting all of this time and all of this strategic, like how to get through it, to use here. So, and I do think, again, I keep feeling like I'm talking to people who are going to use their path to heal others. Like, I can't not say that because I just keep hearing healing. I keep thinking that the light's coming through you people. So whoever I'm talking to, like, I know that it doesn't always feel like there's a special reason that you're getting your attention drawn. And there is. There is. It's very important. If you are being drawn to your own awareness and you're guiding yourself through it and you're listening to guides through it, then like it was going to be you all along. This is your moment. So beautiful. Okay. I really love how it feels. It feels like there's a lot of guide, like a lot of feminine. And I do feel like, not all of you, but some of that does have to do with past loved ones that you would be aware of. Okay. I'm going to end it at that. And if you like the way that I do the readings or you feel that they resonate with you, please continue to let me know in the comments or like the videos. And that is awesome for me to know on the other end of the screen. And then subscribe to my channel and allow for notifications in the future when I upload new videos and new readings. All right, thanks. I will see you in the next reading.